Good morning. We're on day number 6, Genesis chapter 19 through chapter 21. The story starts with the angels entering into Sodom. Lot greets them and invites them to his home. The young and old men of Sodom hears about this, so they go to Lot's house and they threaten to take Lot's visitors with the intent to rape them. Lot defends them and say, listen, I have 2 virgin daughters, just take them. And they're like, no, we don't want your daughters, we want those men. And because you think you're all that, we want you to. And guess what? We're going to do you worse than what we're going to do to your friends. The angels then save Lot and blinds the men of Sodom and Gomorrah. They then tell Lot, you need to get your family, whoever else you want. You guys need to get up out of here. We're going to destroy this land. And so Lot then goes to his sons-in-law and says, guys, we got to get out of here. This place is going down. His sons-in-laws felt it was a joke, and they decided to just stay there. And that oftentimes reminds me of how people react when we tell them about Jesus Christ and salvation, right? So anyway, the angels then tell Lot, guys, listen, we need to go. You guys need to go. So they had to physically grab Lot and his wife's hands and rush them out of the town. And so they tell them, the angels tell them, run to the mountains, don't look back, just run. And so we can't do anything until you leave. That was a promise he told Abraham. We're not going to destroy this land, the righteous with the wicked. So we can't do anything basically until you guys leave. And so as they're running, first of all, Lot says, well, I don't want to go to the mountains. If I go to the mountains, I'm definitely going to die. And so he said, can I please go to this little town? So the angel says, sure, fine, just go to the lot. We can't do anything until you go. And so they're running, they're leaving, they're escaping. They're on their, they're running away. And so Lot's wife, she looks back. And when she looks back, she turns into a pillar of salt. Disobedience? Was there anything, why was she turned to a pillar of salt? So anyway, fast forward, Lot goes to that little town, and while he's there, he discovers that it is a wicked place, that is not a safe place to be. And where does he wind up? In the mountains, like the angel told him to go in the first place. And that's just like us. We always think we could do better than what God tells us. So anyway, while they're in the mountains, his daughters scheme. They get their father drunk. They rape their father, and they become pregnant. And we learn that their sons become the fathers of the Moabites and the Ammonites. So you're going to hear a lot about them in the Old Testament. And so we see here that God saved Lot because of Abraham. Isn't that something? Our prayer works, guys. Our prayer works. And so fast forward, Abraham and Sarah, their new names, Abraham and Sarah, they move and they go to this land of, I believe it's called Gerar. And while they're there, they scheme again, and they tell the Abimelech, the king, that Sarah is Abraham's sister. And so Sarah had to be like she had to be like 90. Is she still that beautiful where people will just want her? That's amazing, right? So that didn't turn out too well for Abimelech, because God visits Abimelech and he tells him, you are a dead man. That is Abraham's wife. Abimelech's like, wait, back up. I didn't know that was his wife. He told me that was his sister, and I didn't sin against her anyway. And the Lord was like, yeah, I know you didn't sin against her. I didn't let you sin against her. And so he's like, but listen, if you don't give that man his wife, you are a dead man. You and all of your people will be dead. And so I love the fact that God shows us here that you married folks, you having problems in that bed. Yeah, God can handle that. And so anyway, Abimelech is upset. He runs to Abraham and he's like, dude, why the lie? Why? And so Abraham's like, well, she is my sister. I thought you would kill me, but she's my sister. And we agreed that whenever we go into any place, if anyone asks who you are, you're my sister. And you know what? She is my sister. We share the same father, not the same mother. Yeah, he told the truth, but he didn't tell the whole truth. And so Abimelech, he blesses Abraham with all these goods, and these things. And so I love the fact that Abimelech was like, Sarah, you see, I'm going to give your brother your brother 1,000 pieces of silver, and we're going to wipe this slate clean. And so I love that. So it's a wonderful story. And so fast forward. Abraham and Sarah become parents, just like God said. 100-year-old Abraham, and I believe Sarah was like 90, and they had their baby Isaac. And married people, God can, married baby. You having problems? Seek Him. And so they have that baby, and fast forward, Sarah gets upset and decides she needs Hagar and her son Ishmael gone. She found them teasing Isaac, and she's like, I don't need my son. My son don't need to go through this. So she gets angry, and she tells Abraham, send that slave and her son away. Abraham feels so bad. That's his boy. That's his son. And so God tells him, just do as Sarah says. And because he's your son, he's going to be blessed as well. And so, he sends his son and his mother away, his son's mother away. And while they're going on their journey, they run out of resources. And so God just lets Hagar know that her son's going to be blessed, and lets her find what she needs to take care of her son. And we find that they're going to be okay. They're definitely going to be okay. So I just love the way God is in this story from beginning to end. You guys continue to learn more about God and see how He's there. He's a good God. He looks after the righteous. He takes care of us. However, if you make any mistakes, He does, remember you and take care of you. You guys, we're human. We run into problems, but know that God is always on our side, and to seek Him for every situation. There is nothing too hard for God. There is no situation too small or too big for Him. Just trust Him. Continue reading His Word. That was day number 6. God bless you. You have a blessed day.